Hi and welcome to my new review on the H40WH JJRC drone. Now let's get started with unboxing. So it comes in a really nice packaging, and as you can see on top, it has both the air and land mode, 1 key transformation, 2S batteries, Wi-Fi FPV, and altitude hold. Inside the box, you will find a quick start guide and the instruction manual. You will also see your drone or tank, or rather RC car. It does weigh much heavier than its other JJRC counterparts. Underneath the drone you will find your transmitter, and it runs on 3 AA batteries. Comes with a phone holder, 2 spare blades, a screwdriver, and of course your charger. Just like many other JJRC drones, it does have a very unique look. One of the most special things about this JJRC drone is that it has a rotatable camera. Now something I realized about this drone was that the gears are exposed, so I'm not sure if it will affect its performance, especially if something were to get stuck in there, let's say a grass or a twig. As for the transmitter, it does show some basic information. For example, if you push the stick to the bottom, it will show 0, to the top 100, to the left 0, and to the right 100 as well. And for this drone, you have to download a special app called JJRC Fly Tank. Upon connecting to the JJRC drone, I wasn't able to get an image at the start after I connected it. So I actually went to recheck my connection and this happened. So I'm not sure why that happened, but it happened about 1 or twice when I tried it. But apart from those 1 or 2 times, I was able to connect it without any issues. Testing it indoors on a smooth floor, it does tend to slide around quite a bit and isn't really that easy to control, especially during turns. But of course, if your skills are quite good and you're willing to practice, I believe controlling this will be no problem at all. But for me, I'll just want to have some fun, so I'll just be driving in circles quite a bit. For footage which you have gotten from driving, don't expect it to be too clear as there's a lot of movement. However, once you stop driving and snap a picture, the picture is surprisingly, and I would say very clear in fact. Now, this is the button you press to rotate your camera. It does rotate quite slowly, I must say. And the footage looks something like this. So if you rotate it halfway, your propellers will definitely be in the view of the camera. One of the most fun I had with this drone or car was trying to navigate it around my house while I was in my room. But the FPV does tend to lag quite a bit. Now moving on to its flight performance. As usual, the really cool transformation. Now this drone was pretty heavy, so the propellers must have created quite a bit of thrust. It is reasonably stable indoors without any wind, and I think it wouldn't be a problem controlling it indoors or in a windless condition. And once you are finished flying, you can of course retract the blades and immediately start driving. And if you're wondering if you can turn the camera mid-flight, you can certainly do so as well. And here's the footage of it flying while rotating its camera. It does take quite a bit of skill to perform this maneuver though. Something important to take note on this drone would be this button. The arrow up button usually means propeller start, and when you push the left throttle up, it flies. But for this drone, once you press that button, it will immediately start flying. A problem I spotted with this drone was that after flying, when you retract the blades by transforming it from the drone back into the car, the propellers would sometimes get stuck and it will not be able to transform back. As such, you will either have to fly again or manually push the blades downwards. So now here I am outdoors with my drone or car or tank. It certainly does drive much better on a rough surface. However, with such good traction, it doesn't slide around that much, but it does tend to flip over much more. So if you don't want to flip over, you can't make any tight corners or violent turns. And as I've said before, the pictures are surprisingly stunning. For a 720p camera, I would say that it was really clear, and I was very surprised by this quality. And flying outdoors was also quite a bit of fun. Due to its heavy weight, it was able to combat wind reasonably well. But of course, I would still recommend not flying it in very windy conditions. Another cool thing about this drone is that it has wheels, so you don't have to land it vertically, but you can try to go in for like an airplane landing. I didn't do it quite well in this video, but you get the idea. The video quality is reasonable. If you're able to keep the drone steady, you should get something quite decent. All in all, I would say that as an RC car, it does underperform, but as a drone, it does decently well. But of course, if you combine them both, you could say that you get two for the price of one. So while there are better RC cars and RC drones out there for such a price, I would say I still had a lot of fun with this drone. So ultimately, I would say it boils down to opinion, whether you like such a thing, a 2-in-1 function. For now, that's the end of my video. I hope you liked it, I hope it was useful for you. And of course, if you'd like to purchase it, there's a link below. And if you have anything to say, feel free to comment. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.